Seth, do you like Christmas?
I love Christmas.
I like Christmas too. So, I was originally, for our Christmas video, going to do guns we don't shoot very often, where you brought out some guns, I brought out some guns, we just had a grand old time. However, I started looking at all of my guns and I was like, I have like 8 guns here. So if I bring like 4 more, then we have the 12 guns of Christmas. Now, I like to torture my friend Seth. We are like 9 horror views we have at home, except despite our appearances, Seth is Josh and I am Henry. So I have a bunch of old crap. A lot of it Seth hates to shoot, which is kind of the fun part of it. So what I am going to do to torture my friend Seth is, before we reveal every gun, I want you to sing. Okay?
Oh no.
I want you to sing, "On the first day of Christmas, my Mauser Man gave to me."
Oh no.
And then I'm gonna load and hand you the gun.
Okay.
And I'm gonna of course sing the next part. So it's not gonna be off by yourself. So, Seth, could you please sing on the first? We're on the first day of Christmas.
On the first day of Christmas, my 8mm Mauser Man gave to me
A Mauser made in 1943. So, this is my World War II Mauser Nagant. Was actually made in 1943. Seth, do you know how to load one of these?
I think I remember.
All right, when you load a Mosin, it's best to pick up the top cartridge and push them down with a stripper clip. There you go. This is my Mosin made in 1943. Now, these are steel case, so please do not shoot the steel targets. But you can shoot, obviously, the paper targets. Shoot as much as you want.
Probably won't be a lot.
Hey, man, I will shoot a little bit, too, because I can't leave you all have all the fun.
Oh boy.
So originally, for guns I don't shoot very much, I was going to bring out my M44. However, my M44 was not made in 1943, so the rhyme didn't work. And honestly, that's the only reason why I brought out the M91 today. And I'm going to shoot a few shots too. I really like Mosins. I don't shoot them enough. So, Seth, on the second day of Christmas.
On the second day of Christmas, 8mm Mauser Man gave to me
223 rifle.
Is this actually a 223 Remington?
It's a 5.56. We'll call it. We're calling it okay. It's a 5.56.
Doesn't
So
work for the rhyme.
this is an A2 carbine. It's a police trade-in, so it has the restricted markings on it, which is really cool. This is one of my favorite guns I own. And I did a shooting competition with some friends, and a friend's rifle was down, so I gave him this one. So I shot it a little bit after and realized, I don't shoot this gun enough.
I thought you were going to say you gave it to him and you realized it wasn't zeroed.
Oh, no, it is zeroed. I didn't chamber around, so you can still chamber around.
Gotcha.
That one, you can shoot the steel targets, but only the far ones. So, for our ranges, this paper here is at about 10 yards. The 2 steels there are at 25. The paper in the back is 50. 50? Yeah, 50-ish. Maybe a little further than that. And then the steels in the back are 75.
Rock on. Look at that grouping.
There you go. You got it.
I need to train more on iron.
Safety on for a second. All right, give me a Mozambique.
Oh boy.
Oh, you threw the head. All right, my turn.
Right over the top. Give him a haircut.
All right. miss him?
No, I think you got him.
Okay, I got him. Whew. Nice. All right, I'm going to see you take a couple shots too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that again, so I'm going to stop there. Did you want to shoot this anymore?
I'm good.
All right. I'm going to take the round out of the chamber so that's not pointing at you loaded. It's down. We'll get in a second.
Once again, just proving I need to train on irons again more often.
Yeah, you're a red dot man, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
All right.
On the third day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
308 rifle.
I don't know that I've seen.
Have you ever shot this one before?
I don't think so.
So, my favorite milsurp I own, surprisingly I'm 8mm Mauser Man, but is a Issue 42A1. Now, this isn't 223, this is 5.56. This isn't 308 at 7.62, but 3 was hard to think of. So, the Issue 2A1 is an Indian Lee Enfield, but instead of being chambered in 303 British, it's in 7.62 NATO. So it's a really cool rifle, and this one had a bulge in the barrel. So I cut the barrel down a little bit, bought a sporterized stock, and then now I have this really nifty 308 bolt-action carbine. So there you go. The magazine holds 12 rounds, but I usually load it with 10, so there's 2 stripper clips.
So you load it to the top?
Yeah, stripper clip style, yeah.
Okay, interesting. I was about to say this looks Enfield-esque. The sporterized stock, it threw me off.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did not sporterize the stock. I bought the stock sporterized, and then I sold the original stock so that somebody else could hopefully desporterize their rifle. Yeah, isn't the pistol grip interesting on those?
Yeah. I don't know how I we'll see.
All right. And that one you can shoot the back going. Woo! Isn't that thing handy? Oh, you hit it. I didn't even notice. Wasn't paying attention.
I'll hand her back to you. Got the Jim spec casing.
I
That's
got
kind
4
of a
left.
cool little 308 scout rifle.
Yeah, right? Ah, I missed the pig. Alright, I'm gonna Mozambique. You ready?
Oh boy, here we go. Man, if the first 2 308 rounds to the chest didn't kill you.
The one to the head, I think, will take you down.
Definitely surprised.
I have 10 more rounds. You want to shoot it more, or are you good?
I think we're ready to move on.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
On the 4th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
4-inch barrel Glock. My brain froze for a second.
this one.
You know what you're doing.
This one looks rather familiar.
Yeah, this is Seth's gun. I didn't have anything in a 40 caliber. Like, I was like 44 Smith & Wesson, or 44 Magnum, 45 ACV. I didn't have anything. So I had to borrow a 4-inch barrel Glock from Seth.
Here we are.
And this is a Glock 19. It's kind of a cool one. You can talk more about it after we shoot a little bit.
Yeah. Oh. Short stroke. Right side look.
Now you're actually shooting good. I'm giving you a normal gun. Actually, you did pretty good with this one, too.
It's like I do better with guns I'm familiar with.
Oh, wait, that was a... Got it!
Ah.
I got it! Pig at 75 yards. Shot of the lifetime. Oh. Oh.
Also slide. Oh. Magazine.
Yeah, mag pull Glock mags aren't very good, are they?
They're
Kind of
fine
finicky.
for the range. That's all I'll say.
Alright. Seth, tell them about this gun while I go set up some targets.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different in that this is actually a Glock 19M. So the 19M was was basically commissioned by the U.S. government, or specifically the FBI, to be their new service pistol. This was also pre-Gen 5, so actually they took the Gen 4, they asked for certain modifications such as removal of the finger grooves on the front strap. They wanted a more rounded front end so that holstering would be a little bit smoother and easier for them. So as you look at the differences between the Gen 4 and Gen 5, you notice that the nose of the slide is a little bit more rounded. You obviously don't have your finger grooves on the front end. And then they kept the RTF2 texturing on the grip frame, as well as the additional back straps that you can swap out on the back. The 19M initially, when it first came out, did not have the front serrations on the Glock like the Gen 5s have the fronts. They have the Glock Marksman barrel, and then the 19M specifically for the FBI had tritium night sights installed from the factory. Extended magazine or slide lock levers on both sides. They had a little bit more flaring on the bottom, almost like a magwell. And then also what was interesting about the actual FBI spec Glocks were the internals were also coated. I don't think they were nitride, but some other darker finish, so that they would be more weather resistant and lubricated. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more later, but there's a lot of other small details that indicate this is kind of a little bit more 19-esque model of Glock.
Is that the Glock performance trigger, or is it just a really good trigger?
This one's actually a 2D trigger that I bought this gun for.
Nice. I really like it. It's a good gun.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 5th day.
Right. On the 5th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
5-shot J-frame.
Oh, all right.
Have you shot this before?
I think I did when you first got it.
Yeah. So recently I had to spur the hammer on this, or what's it called? Bob the hammer. Thank you, Bob the hammer on this, because I was using this holster, which has no retention, and I was pooping, and it fell on the floor and it broke the hammer off. So I just bobbed it. So I'm honestly not entirely sure how reliable this would be because I've barely shot it since then. But it shouldn't be a problem. I would just the less weight on the hammer, but I don't think that should be an issue. Do you know how these speed loaders work?
Push it in, twist.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think it should affect the reliability of the gun itself, since Smith & Wesson does still make modern exposed hammerless guns. But
So this is a cool gun. It's a Smith & Wesson Model 36, but you want to make sure let gravity let them in, and then twist the little metal part. There you go. So the Smith & Wesson Model 36, the original Chief Special, they're really cool little guns, and they're basically the grandfather of every J-frame you have today. So they're cool. All right, Seth, go ahead.
And these are 38 special, not
38 special.
right?
Yep.
All right. Here we are. I don't know if you care about your casings.
I will grab them later if I want to. Okay. And then Zeta 6 sent me these speed strips, and I really like them. I want to do a full video on speed strips, so I have a whole bunch of different kinds. But this is, in my opinion, one of the best ones. I like this gun a lot.
It's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it's cool. It kicks, but it's not like horrible.
And it looks more imposing than what it really is.
What?
It looks more imposing than what it really is.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't think it kicks much more than the 9mm.
Yeah, it's like a touch more, but not much. Ah, threw one. My grip was getting pretty weak, though. I like this gun a lot. So, 5-shot J-frame. It's pretty cool.
On the 6th day of Christmas,
Wait, let me look. Okay. Go again.
On the 6th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
6-pounder rifle.
Oh, wow.
You've seen this, but you haven't shot it before.
I have seen it.
So this is it's a custom AR I put together with one of our friends. It is a KP-15 lower, and then I have a slick side M16 upper, and So if you know anything about the M16A1 sights, they have 2 small apertures, and they are different heights for BDC. I replaced the aperture with an A2 style aperture, so it has the small aperture and then the large aperture for close range kind of fights. And then a pencil profile barrel and a 5 Bravo, no, B5? B5, thank you. A B5 system handguards here. So this is a really neat little rifle. I just sighted it in before you guys got here. And I am curious what you think about shooting it. So there's not around chambered, there you go.
Did you even hand me a gun?
I know, it's super light, isn't it?
That is wild.
Like that thing, 6 pounds. This is Seth's personal rifle. Have you weighed this before?
I have, and it was somewhere upwards of 10 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, mine is kind of there too because I have a light on it. And then I have a prism scope and a micro red dot on top. So like my personal fighting rifle is a lot like that, and then that thing feels like you're holding nothing.
Yeah, this would be a great gun for competition shooting, for example, where you want a really lightweight rifle.
Yeah.
Super cool.
All right, go ahead and shoot it. I don't know how many rounds are loaded, but you'll figure out.
Neither do I.
Did it jam? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, let me see if the mag's bad. Oh, full mag.
I'll shoot the last one.
Do you want to shoot it more?
I can pass it off to you.
I'll shoot it more. Yeah. So this is kind of a weird mix of parts from different brands and things. The BCG in here is a Delton I had lying around. This rifle is not tuned at all, so I really need to get it figured out a little more before I'm going to say, like, I trust it with my life. But it's a cool little rifle anyway.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing!
It shoots really soft. I'm kind of wondering if it's undergassed.
Could be.
Hey, got it.
I guess I noticed as I was shooting it, it was pretty soft. I just didn't connect the dots as like, this is a really lightweight rifle. I should probably notice a little bit more.
Right.
Even out of full length.
I heard a lot of people who use these B5 handguards say that they burn themselves on the gas tube.
Ooh, yeah.
And I just did that. It's not horrible, but I was like, ow, that hurt. So one thing I've noticed with this KP15 lower, I'm not sure if they're all like this, but mine is. I think they put a heavier spring inside, a heavier buffer spring. And I think the reason for that is because inside of here, it's not a solid tube like it probably should be. Inside of the stock, it's a molded polymer, so it's got a bunch of like grooves in it almost. And so I'm gonna pull this back, and when I let it go forward, you'll feel it sometimes like catch, and then release itself. So I'll let you try that too. You can like kind of pull it back and then slowly let it ride forward.
Here on Garantham, we like to ghost our charging handles. Oh yeah.
You feel that catch in there?
Yep.
And
There's
so,
a certain point where it catches and then
yeah, and I wonder if that's like a flaw with mine specifically, or if that's a system they built in that they gave it a heavier buffer. I kind of, since this gun's 6 pounds, I kind of think it would be fun to buy like a lightweight BCG, because the goal was 6 pounds loaded, and I am so close.
That sounds like a malfunction machine to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy it, and if
Trial
I
and
don't like it, I'll sell it. Whatever happens. So
is it a rifle link buffer system?
no. So it's A1 length, so it's like you have an M16A1 stock, but it is still a carbine length, and that's because they want this to be a little thicker because it's polymer. So.
All right, and we are on.
Let me make sure. That was 7. That was 6. 6 pound rifle. All right.
On the 7th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
7-shot revolver.
Oh, okay. What do we got here? Is it just 22? Maybe?
It's the God.
Oh.
Seth hates this gun, and that's why I brought it out to make him shoot it. the Nagant revolver is probably the worst military firearm ever made for its time. Not the worst. The Nagant brothers during World War II for like Montenegro made a 2-shot break action pistol. It's
Okay, like an
super
over-under.
No, side by side.
Oh, what?
It's a side by side break action pistol. But anyway, this is one of the worst military firearms ever made. But I love it. So Seth, would you please shoot the gun with the
you, John.
the 25-pound trigger?
It's a cool gun, but man, I hate this. This is probably the number one least liked handgun, in my opinion. The second one being a Glock 27 because a small, short frame 40 caliber pistol is just not fun to shoot.
Yeah, the Glock 27 is.
I would hate to shoot a 29, which is intense.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, my Glock 30 wasn't too bad.
45's different.
But like the frames on the 29s and 30s are a little larger, and I think that helps.
45, I think, really just doesn't kick a lot. I think
Sure.
a lot of people over-exaggerate 45.
All right.
I mean, it did win 2 world wars. Last time I shot this, I couldn't do the double action. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I got it.
Can you hit the target? Nope.
No?
Oh, you hit the
I'm just
paper.
shooting
Sorry.
at the
Try for the silhouette. You got it.
Oh boy. Oh, no soup there. Hey.
Nice.
I don't know how many I've got left.
I'm not sure.
That was probably the last one. Yep. There we are.
Okay, and then when you need to unload it and reload it, you open up the load. Oh, just fell out. Sweet. So you rotate it. The ejection rod is right here. You twist, pull out. Ah, I missed it. Whatever. It's fine.
The old ejector rod.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a groove where it lines up, doesn't it?
Yes, but it's not very obvious. Like, it's supposed to, like, kind of catch, and it is not a very obvious thing when it catches. So, I'm going to shoot this gun a little bit because, unlike Seth, I actually really enjoy shooting it. And then you load through the loading gate as well, so let me grab my 6 shots. I know what you're thinking. Did I fire 7 shots or only 6?
Now the recoil on that, what is it, 7.62?
7.62 by 38.
7.62 by 38, the Gaunt. The recoil on it is really, really soft. Probably closer to something like 380, even though it has a longer casing.
These are
design, I guess.
so these most modern ammo for these is pretty underloaded. I have a video that I recorded and never published, but it will be coming out at some point. Maybe even just early New Year. That is all about the different types of ammo available for this. With the mil-spec ammo, it's basically like a 380 plus P. So maybe like a 9mm Makarov, but it's still a 7.62 bullet instead of a 9mm. And so it's smaller. So it's probably like a worse 380 in a gun that's way harder to shoot and has less capacity. So, all right, I'm trying to go for the far target. I don't think I can hit it though. I did not hit the pig. Yeah. All right, that was 3. Mozambique time.
Oh boy. You can even tell when it hits steel how much lighter of a load it has.
Yeah.
Compared to some other modern cartridges.
Yeah, it is a very wimpy gun, but it's a fun gun. I love it.
That being said, I would love to have a 25 ACP baby Browning. So.
Yeah. All right, Seth. That was number 7.
All right. 8. I wonder what 8 could be.
I wonder what the name of this channel is.
On the 8th day of Christmas, Mauser Man.
8mm rifle. 8mm. Ah! No!
I didn't see him. I
8mm Mauser. All right, there you go.
What am I holding here?
That is a Turkish M38 Mauser. There you go. Yeah, with Turkish stripper clips.
Ah.
However, the ammo is Romanian. because that particular ammo, it says on the box it's not corrosive. It's like a commercial one.
Did all the funky stuff.
So a few years ago, there was this really horrible 8mm Romanian ammo that was imported into the U.S. Here, we'll try and see if we can get. Yeah, there you go. There was this horrible 8mm Mauser ammo that was imported into the U.S. That's what this is, and the stuff sucks. But it was really, really cheap when it came in, and so there's a lot of it around. And I was at a gun store, and I bought, I think it was like 40 cents a round for me. So that's pretty good for a full-size rifle. All right.
This ammo sucks, and that's why John's giving it to me to shoot.
Yeah.
Steel Piggy is not rated for 8mm Mauser Man. Or at least the clips aren't.
We'll go check that out in a little bit.
But hey, they do make modern hunting loads for 8mm Mauser. Most of it is just lead soft point, but it's out there.
Yeah, I want to get into deer season next year, and S&B makes a killer 8mm Mauser load, and I might use this rifle. Impressed that you even managed to hit it. That was a good shot.
I'll take it. All right.
Wait, let me make sure I know. Okay.
I'll go over here.
There, let me hold that down. Oh no. All right.
On the 9th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
9mm Makarov. This one was an obvious one, I think.
Yeah. From you.
CZ82, probably one of my favorite handguns in the world. Have I told you my pipe dream plan recently?
Not recently, no.
So, I have a lot of pipe dream plans. So the CZ82 is a 9mm Makarov. 9mm Makarov is an okay round, but it's really hard to find good defensive ammo for it. However, they also make the CZ83 in 380. They also make it in 32 ACP, which is kind of cool. It holds like 15 rounds. But they make it in 380. I kind of want to get a 380 one, and I think if I did, I'd want to cut it for an optic. Can you imagine how cool it would be to have one of these that had like a RMSC 3 optic on it?
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
like a smaller CC75 or...
yeah, basically just a baby CZ75. I have an extra magazine for that somewhere.
The mini Shadow 2, if you will, but it's still far from a Shadow 2, probably. And it's been a while since I've shot this one.
Yeah, that one beats your hands up a little bit.
Blowback. Ow. Whoa. Ow. Whoa. Try and double action. The grips are a little thick.
That's why I like it. I have big hands, so. I don't know if you saw, but one of those cases hit me right in the nose. And let me tell you, a steel case hitting you in the bridge of the nose, not very much fun. I actually carried this gun for a while. I'm gonna do that double action too. Darn, I missed. Let me try it again. I haven't shot this gun in a long time. Dang. That's it. it just hits a little high.
Yeah, you're right though. It does recoil quite a bit. Right? It is blowback,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Its blowback and 9mm Makarov is basically plus P380, and yeah, it beats up your hand a little bit. So I've heard what people do. Sometimes people buy the CZ83 and 380, and they take the recoil spring out of this and put it in that, and then it make it a little shoot a little softer, which I think is kind of cool as long as it's still reliable, of course.
All right.
Wait, do you want to move that ammo crate over so we don't blow, or ammo box over so we don't blow? Yeah, there you go.
On the 10th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me
10 shot 22.
All right. It's like a little Savage, possibly.
Yeah, Savage 64, 94, 64.
64.
64. So this was also a gun that inspired this video. I was teaching a lesson on how God uses bad things that happen in our lives for good. And I was looking for a picture from when my mom had breast cancer when I was young. And what I stumbled upon was a picture of me the day I got my first gun, wearing a SpongeBob t-shirt, smiling and making a really dorky face. And I put it on my desktop thinking, at some point, this is going to be in a YouTube video. And this video is going to be it. So, Seth, have you used one of these before? You shot this one before?
I have, yes.
The magazine, it's not rock and lock, but you sort of need to like rock it first.
Yep.
So, yeah, there you go. Also, I loaded these to 10 rounds to make the name come true, but usually the first two are pretty unreliable, so...
I feel like you can't have a good old-fashioned Christmas experience without a 22 or a Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that gun's not necessarily the most reliable. That's one of the reasons I don't shoot it too often, but I do really like it, so... You're hitting it. Yeah, good job.
What a great time. Ah, dang it.
Here, trade me. I'll reload that one. I want to shoot that one a little bit too, but you're having a good time, so... Can you hit the gong that's not dead?
The far one?
Yeah. Hey! Good shot. Yeah, you wanna load up that other mag? So this gun has a kind of cool bolt lock back that Seth just did. I don't think it's really meant for like reloads necessarily, so much as just like I guess extra safety. But you can basically just pull the trigger handle back and push it in a little bit. Kind of a neat little gun. And then this came with a 4-power scope. Now the funny thing, hang on, I'm gonna get there. There we go. How old was I? 13? 13-year-old John wanted this one because I wanted a gun that looked like the sniper rifle from Halo. And for me, that meant a magazine that stuck out the bottom and it had a scope. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I'll be right back.
And that just goes to show that men really have simple minds. If it has a scope and it looks anything remotely like the video game gun, it's like, hey, that'll work.
Okay. That was a bad thing. I don't know. There we go. Alright, let me shoot through this mag.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Oh my gosh. One of these magazines I got used at a local gun store, and I think it's that one. Oh yeah, I'll take that. All right.
What are we at, 11?
Yes.
On the 11th day of Christmas, Mauser Man to me.
1187.
Oh, okay. I was shooting one of these over Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, really?
It was sometime in, I think, early October. My brother-in-law has a...
You grab that. I'll just put this down here.
It's a full-length field gun, 1187.
Oh, nice.
We were shooting plays with it. It was a great time. Oh, you've got a quick point on this thing. What
That is the only. I guess this is an optic. That is one of two optics on this table, and it is a Weaver quick point. If you don't know what a Weaver quick point is, can I borrow that for a second? I'm just talking. The Weaver quick point is probably one of the earliest commercial red dots, which is kind of cool. But it used the same technology that they used in fighter planes during World War II, where they have a fiber optic cable inside of here, and then it projects a dot into here. So it looks like you're in freaking Star Wars. But it is such a cool gun. So, there you go.
And to note, that fiber optic technology is still used in optics today, like mainly the Trijicon ACOG of all optics,
Right?
actually, which is kind of cool.
And I think Trijicon makes an RMR that uses it
They
too.
do. It's a little not awesome for a carry optic, but...
There you go. You're gonna ghost load it.
Oh, I suppose I can.
This ammo should be reliable. in it.
Winchester Super X.
Yeah. Seth, how do you feel about the 1187?
So it's known for being a super reliable and rugged action. I believe Remington still makes 1187s today. I just think that the loading port and the basically the bolt release being part of the loading mechanism is kind of a weird and
Obsolete?
maybe obsolete, yeah.
Yeah.
Just not super user-friendly operation, as you can kind of catch your thumb if your loading gate is especially sharp.
I would say it's fine for a hunting shotgun,
Yeah.
but it's not ideal for a combat shotgun. And this is a police trade-in too, so you can show them the range 5 mark on the bottom. That's on the bottom of the forend. And so I think usually when you get police trade-in guns like this one, they sat in a cop car and were maybe qualified with once a year. That one was a range gun, and I think that one was shot to oblivion. So there you go.
It's cool, it's got the magazine extension on there, so that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how this quick point is. I actually use shotgun safeties, unlike John.
Ha!
That thing kicks so hard for what it is. Semi-auto shotguns typically don't kick that hard.
All right,
but
my
man,
turn.
That's something different.
Yeah, I think this could maybe use a new recoil spring, but I don't know. Ah!
Yeah, the field guns that I've shot at the 1187 typically shoot a lot smoother than that.
This also is a bit of a heavier load, so that might have something to do with it too.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I mentioned that I bought all that 8mm at that gun store. I also walked in there one time, and he had a box with like 19 rounds of Mauser Man ammo and like 4 of these for. And I asked him what he wanted for it, and he was like, I don't know. And I said $20, and he was like, sure. So I got a bunch of ammo for a really good price.
That's awesome. Shop your local gun stores.
Yeah. What did you think of the quick point?
That's fun. I kind of forgot I was using it.
I kind of wanted to take that target's head off. Is that bad? Did you want to shoot this anymore?
We can move on to the left.
All right. All right. Seth, sing the song.
On the 12th day of Christmas, Mauser Man gave to me.
Seth, it's all twisted in the towel. Sing the song again.
Mauser Man's still giving to me.
12 gauge pump shotgun.
Possibly one of the most American firearms you can own, besides a 1911.
Yep. In particular, that is a Winchester Model 12.
Ooh, we love a Model 12.
Yeah, we love ourselves a Model 12. And for that, I have some much lighter loaded ammo that doesn't cycle in that shotgun, but...
Do you have a date on this one?
I looked it up, but I can't remember. It was early. It was like 1916 or something like that. It was really... Oh, no, maybe it was the 1930s. I can't remember. I did look up the codes and everything, but... Yeah, the one thing I really don't like about this shotgun is the loading gate really likes to grab your thumb. A lot of modern shotguns will have a stop at the end of the magazine tube, and that stop is there to keep the rounds. Well, in this gun, the stop is the loading gate. So the loading gate goes really far forward, and especially when you're wearing gloves, is kind of a nightmare to use.
Does it need to go further back?
Nope.
Nope, that's just how it is. It be how it be.
That's what I was talking about. It be how it be. People don't think it be like it is, but it do.
It is what it is.
Release is right there. Yep, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Grand old time.
Yeah. Dude, I love this gun.
Model 12 is just one of those timeless classic pump shotguns. And they're typically found at pretty low prices too.
Yeah.
I think it's just because there's so many of them out there that it's kind of just cheap to buy.
This one was... God, that release is sometimes a little stiff. This one was, I think, $350. And a lot of the finish is missing. That was a pretty good price. Usually they're a little more than that. I think it was actually $300. But I got a good price on it, and I really like it.
I'd take that deal. It's a damn good deal.
Okay, something cool with these two is, we knocked the target over.
There it is.
They use an inertia-driven slide lock. So when you pull the trigger and it doesn't fire, the pump doesn't release right away until the pump moves forward a little bit. It's kind of a neat little design. All right, I'm gonna shoot the.
I wonder if there are any other inertia-operated shotguns out there. This is a dig at Benelli.
Oh, what did Benelli do this time?
Oh, nothing. It's just inertia is their kind of thing.
Gah! Cut a pretty big chunk of the.
Yeah.
I gave the guy a mouth. All right, Seth.
There's a very famous Thunder Ranch quote.
The right range with the right load. All right, Seth. So these are the 12 guns of Christmas. Other than the gun revolver, did you have fun?
I had a good time.
Thank you for letting me borrow your Glock for this video. Now, I think when the original plan for the video was guns we don't shoot enough, you had an idea. Do you remember? You brought a gun today that you don't shoot enough. Do you want to grab it?
Oh, yeah, I do have it. It's in a bag somewhere.
Is it here? All right. Stand by.
I love Kentucky.
All right, Seth. May I borrow the gun that you don't shoot enough?
Yes, absolutely.
Beretta 92. Why is this thing silver? Is it from like the thing?
It is the Inox version. So they are a stainless silver finish version of the Beretta.
All right, let's decock that again. Ah, man, I haven't shot double action in a long time. Really pulling the trigger. All right, I'll let you finish the mag out.
Alrighty. Alrighty, I don't think I'll hit that. So yeah, I've owned this gun for a few years now. I really don't shoot it a lot, and mainly the reason I don't shoot it a lot is because I don't shoot it well. Now those may be correlated and kind of bounce off of each other.
Maybe.
But I still keep it around because it's, I mean, the 92 is a really cool design. I mean, they just look freaking cool. They're in a million movies and TV shows and video games, so it's kind of good gun to keep around. But yeah, I kind of suck with it.
That happens. All right, well, I always do something every Christmas for my Christmas video, so I'm going to move the camera around a little bit. We're going to get a little closer. And then we'll have a quick talk. Do you know? Oh, I guess I can take my muffs off. We're not shooting right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Seth, do you know what the true meaning of Christmas is?
I do, but why don't you remind me?
The true meaning of Christmas is that for a long time, the world has been a dark place. In that for a long time, there is a real living God who has promised to send help, who has promised to send help to people like us who, I guess, who want to make the world better and want to be better ourselves. And so Christmas is when we remember that, that God sent someone to help us. So, you've seen Charlie Brown Christmas, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to read the Charlie Brown Christmas passage. I think that every year it's a toss-up between Charlie Brown Christmas and Die Hard for my favorite Christmas movie. So,
I watch Charlie Brown for every major holiday.
Nice. Everyone listen up. Linus is about to read from the book of Luke chapter 2. In the same region... I preached a sermon Sunday, so yeah, it's not like it's my job to read the Bible. In the same region, shepherds were staying out in the fields and keeping watch over their flock by night. Then an angel of the Lord stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Don't be afraid, for look, I proclaim to you good news of great joy that will be for all people. Today in the city of David, a Savior was born for you, who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You will find a baby, wrapped tightly in cloth and lying in a manger." Suddenly there was a multitude of the heavenly hosts with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and peace on earth to people he favors." When the angels had left them and returned to heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go straight to Bethlehem and see what has happened, which the Lord has made known to us." They hurried off and found both Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. After seeing them, they reported the message they were told about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. What I love about this story that stood out to me recently is that the shepherds were just like normal people, and not even normal people. They were like the garbage men of society.
Yeah.
And I love my garbage man. I'm not disrespecting garbage men if that's who you are, but they weren't well respected. They were blue collar workers. They were normal people just like you and me. And yet, God decided that they should be the first ones to hear the message that the baby was born. And that's just a really good reminder. So, if this is your first time seeing this, I want you to know that God loves you and cares about you. And from 8mm Mauser Man, I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.